Good afternoon guys, Adam here at Board at Home. In today's unboxing we're doing a little Bonanza, similar to the one we did before, a few less games though. So let's dive into this little treasure trove of small box games and take a look at what we've got. So first up is Get Lit by Zoc here. So we've got our rule book, or our rule sheet I guess. Looks nice and simply laid out, that's good. And then nice simple card game here. So this has loads of cards, different points on it. So we've got 5s, so we've got 15 there. And you've got a load with 20, 30, and some of the cards that you can use to sabotage your opponents with. Cool. Cards have got a nice feel, they've got that woven texture feel again. We like that. Hanabi. This is a team game. We played this a few weeks ago, absolutely loved it. Brilliant little game here. The rule book, I can tell you, is very well laid out. This bit here is basically the playing of the game, and then we've got your end game and some scoring examples and variants on the back there. So this card game, we have a few extra components. We've got these time tokens, and we've got 4 of these fuses. So we've got them going down and then the explosion. If you go through all 3 of those, your game's over. And these time tokens allow you to communicate. And then here we have a load of the cards. So these are just numbered 1 to 5 across several different colours there. And then they chuck in some multicoloured ones to act as wilds or as a 6th colour variant for you. 3 things next. This comes in a really cool little, it's like reminiscent of a survival pack. That's pretty cool. Emergency whistle as well. It says to use in the game, but I imagine under the current climate we won't be having a lot of people using that. So we got these points tokens. So you're given 1, 2 or 3 points based on how you are judged. Here's the rule book. This is very simple. Like a lot of adult party games or general party games, there's not a lot to it, so it means you can dive in and play. We have here a whole host of scenario cards. And these are the generic kind of quality that you'll get from a lot of these kind of adult party games. Then in here, I won't take them all out, but we've got these tiles. So these are double-faced tiles with a whole bevy of different tokens on them, you can see there. They're quite sturdy, so they're going to stand up well, especially if you do end up using it as more of a mature game. Now onto Animix Park here. This is a set collection game, and utilising kind of card drafting elements. Perfect for the whole family, very evocative imagery. And like a lot of Blue Orange games here, it comes with this nice little box that's got the magnetic clip. A whole different language here, loads of them for the rule books. Brightly coloured, well laid out. I think they actually spend more on the scoring examples in this. And then here we have our cards. Again, they share the same kind of artwork as on the front. These are all the different types of species in the game. And they all have their own scoring. Symbology is nice and simple on those. And then we've got a load of these here that can be used in the game as well to lock certain choices on the grids. Oh, pretty self-explanatory there. And finally we've got Kingdomino Duel. So this is a spin-off of the popular tile drafting and placing game where you're building up your kingdom. So let's take a look in here. So here's our rules leaflet again. Not a lot to it, but there's not a lot to the mechanics of the game. We are rolling dice and then using those dice to place symbols on these. So these are the dice that we roll. We've got 4 of those in total. Nice big chunky dice as well, clear signs. You've got the soft edges as well, or the curved edges rather. So they're okay for kids. And the game chucks us a couple of pencils. And here you can see both sides of the pads. For the board games library, we have actually laminated 3 of them because it's a 2-player game. This is the sheet that you use in the middle to keep track of all the different symbols that you've been rolling. And on here is where you create your kingdom, as you can see there. That just means then that we won't be running out of the paper pads. People can play on and on and on. So there we go, so a nice little range of small box games there. Everything from things for kids to sort of more mature groups, but they all work fantastic, really, kind of whatever the age. Something like this, you'll probably have to vet some of the cards. But there we go, all of these in the board games library as usual. Any questions, pop into the shop, message us or call us, and we'll see you in the boardroom.